I think I'll play one warm-up game. My chess.com blitz rating is just over 2,700. So, and we have time. Yeah, 1 3-minute game. What do I play against this? Ponziani time, how about? D4. I think we're going to see bishop c5. Yeah, this is a sharp line. Let's see how much theory I remember. I think knight f2. And then takes. I'm kind of forgetting. There might be queen e5 here. Let's take. I think I've had this before. Okay, there's rook g1. I'm out of prep. The opponent appears to be out of prep too. Up a little bit of time. And white is up 2 pieces. So black will have to justify the sacrifices. My king is on e2. A slight pawn cloud. And this move makes sense, hitting the rook. And then maybe h3. If e4, knight d4. Thanks everyone for the energy, by the way. I appreciate it. I was getting a little bit tired like this afternoon. Yeah, knight d4. I guess there's knight d3. I can move the bishop. I'm up over a minute. Yeah, black has to prove something here. Knight d3, bishop e3. I guess b2 is a little bit vulnerable. And there's king d1. It might be safer. Takes queen g5. King c2, queen e3, knight e2. Does look a little bit shaky. Considering queen e4 here. I might end up sacking the rook.
Rock and roll Rosen.
I'm trying. I have this and then knight d2. E3 and then this. Okay. Have to stay focused. Knight. And there's knight e2. Threatening queen e4. Crazy position. King c2. Yeah, it's slightly annoying. King d1. Hmm. I dropped a rook. Probably not the best thing to do. Yeah, white's worse here. Okay, some hope. Ugh. Oh no. Ah. Okay. What to do? I was like, I think I was better and then much worse and then surviving and then better again and then losing but almost dirty flagging. Okay, good warm up. Yeah, this opening is super tricky. E4 apparently was a mistake. Best move queen f6.
I have a 4-week-old baby. Is it too early to teach him chess?
It's never too early. Is it too late though? Probably not at 4 weeks. Congratulations, FCL. Hope the baby's doing well. Yeah, I kind of forgot that queen h6 attacks the rook. Rook g2 is just such a natural move to save the rook, defend the pawn. That was my intention when I played g3. I just then saw knight f4 and thought knight is good here. Thank you, Mandal. Happy 17 months. Okay, so that's my one warm-up game. I've fallen below 2,700. So my goal for this tournament is to revive the rating. Maybe hold off on playing Ponziani. Cramlings looked really strong today. Wait, today or yesterday? They played their first match of the event yesterday against Alice Lee and Mike Klein. And they played really well. They won pretty convincingly. Thankfully, they're not in our section of the bracket, but maybe we'll get to play them in the finals. Thank you to Alpoca. First time Brian. Okay, tournament starts in 2.5 minutes. Yeah, hopefully I can find some good form, some focus. I'll try and manage my time. Top seed is Naroditsky. No Hikaru, no Magnus. Fabiano is here, seeded 7th. I'm streaming from my laptop, so yeah, I have like a smaller display than usual to work with. I have OBS, I have chess.com, I have Twitch chat, which at some point I'll minimize. I appreciate all the energy from everyone. The Llama Habibi says, I remember when you were one of our chess coaches in high school. Wait, which high school?
Playing chess this summer, and your content has really helped me improve. GL for titled Tuesday.
Oh, thank you, Bitflipper. Oh, Niles North. Okay. I've helped coach a few high schools over the years, but Niles North is my alma mater. That's nice to hear. Okay, less than 1 minute. So during games, chat will be put in emote only mode. I'll try and put myself in focus mode. Nearly 500 players signed up thus far. Yeah, free speech will be somewhat limited during emote only mode. Although being a subscriber will give you access to more emotes, which I guess means more freedom of speech. Okay. Emote only mode is on. First game. Here we go. I'm going for Taimanov repertoire. Queen c7. Ah, the sign. Yeah, queen g3 I take, and then d5. This is some theory. g4. Haven't looked at this super closely. I don't think bishop g5 is a main line. I'm sure it's playable though. Just try and play quickly here. Have the bishop pair. White has some positional play on the king side. This might be a threat. Also, takes and takes is probably a threat. We might see white take. I take back with c-pawn. I guess there's d4, a3. What's going on? Bishop a5, b4. Gets messy. So d4, e5 could be a small concern. Thinking rook b8 first. Yeah, I didn't want to commit to d4. I know the rook is useful here. Getting off the diagonal, half open file. King e7 is likely coming. I still have the option of taking. a5. Takes a5. Put the king on g7. Actually, there's takes a5, c4. All right, I'll play a5 first. If rook e1, king f8, probably. And there's rook h6 here, which actually might be annoying. King e7, rook h1. d4. h7 might be lost in that line. I guess I have counterplay with bishop c5. It should be okay. Knight d1 though. I just sack a pawn. I might have to. Castling doesn't work. Okay, so rook h1, bishop d5, knight d1. And then what? a4. f5. There's also takes in f5. Doesn't work. Yeah, I think I just lose a pawn here. What to do? I still have the bishop pair. I have the center. I'll develop the bishop. Oh gosh, there's bishop h5 coming. I guess I have to develop to d7 and then. I'm not liking the position. There's e5, not right away though. Yeah, what to do? d4? d4 actually might have some merit to it. I'll start with this. We trade d4. I'm really not thrilled. Down on time too. At least I'm restricting the knight. Okay, this first. Restricting f4. Bishop f4 idea. White's playing this well. I have this idea. White's in time for like f3 and knight f2. Huh. Thinking bishop e5 is some idea. Well played by my opponent. What to do? Good game. Almost survived. I may have been like winning around here. I'm not sure though. Rook d8 was a threat. Maybe taking on e7 is a better try. Yeah, allowing rook d8 is just losing. Let's see. Yeah, white's still better. And here... Yeah, white completely lost advantage though. E7 takes.
Good evening.
I had to take on e7. Okay, good game. Engine likes c4 here. Yeah, it's difficult to like find a moment to even prepare c4. But c4 here takes advantage of the fact that bishop's tied down to g4. And here there's actually good compensation for black. And even earlier too. Yeah, this top move is g4. There's a grandmaster, Vasif Jarbeli, who likes to play this line as white. Let's see if anything was missed around here. Yeah, so white's winning a pawn. But it seems like there's a lot of ways for black to be totally fine. Oh, yeah, I can put on my watch. I forgot to have the, the heart rate monitor. There we go. Okay. Heart rate appears to be normal. Thank you, Zigru. Happy 1 year. Okay, hopefully I can rebound and score more than 0 points. Next game. I'm white again. I'll play London this time. Oh, I was black last game. Remembering my first game of the stream, I was white. Played e4. Okay. Yeah, London. What country is this? Sri Lanka. I've never been to Sri Lanka. Okay, we're going into a line that I sometimes like to play as black. I'll play the more aggressive approach. I think knight d3 was a more solid approach. So this is a pawn sacrifice. Some initiative on the king side. Takes immediately. I think I can take back. Knight f3. I'll admit, I'm out of theory again, but maybe there's options here. Bishop e5, bishop d7. Knight f3 takes, queen a4. Also bishop c5. Nothing looks super attractive. Queen e2. Maybe bishop e5, queen e2. Even take first. Could also take in bishop g5. I feel like I've gone wrong somewhere. I'm down a pawn. Black has initiative. Down a ton of time. London was supposed to be a safe and solid opening. It's a question for black where to castle the king. So bishop f4. Also, where to castle my king? Hitting the rook. Rook g8. Queen a4. This could get interesting. D5 is now hanging. Okay, so I won back the pawn. Rook d8, queen b5, king f8, rook d1 maybe. Ooh. Go into the endgame. Take, king e2. Rook d1. I'm probably not better here, but hopefully I'm not too much worse. c5, knight b3. I still guard d2. I would like to neutralize the d-file, target the pawns. Yeah, we might see c4, knight d4, rook b8, rook b1. There's looming ideas of rook h4. e4 is a bit overextended. Okay, I think I start with rook b1. I could also start with rook h4, which black probably just missed. Bishop moves I take with check. Okay. I wasn't comfortable after the opening, but now I'm feeling much more comfortable. It should be winning a pawn. It'll still probably take some work to convert. There's f4. Taking... Still rook b1. Yeah, simply threatening to take on c5. We might see bishop e7. Have this move. Still bishop e7. And then c4. That looks pretty good. c4, bishop e7, take, knight here. Could play king d3 as well. There's also knight d4 to f5. I'm gonna go for this. I could play this and say, oh no, my rook. Someone call an ambulance. Okay, I'm actually losing pawns here, but I think it's still okay. Getting my rooks active. The knight on f5 is so good. Preventing rook g7. Check. Oh, it's made in 2. Okay. At first I was thinking about taking the bishop, but okay, that worked out nicely. I got a win. I'm 1 out of 2. Won 3 rating points for that. I should definitely take a look at what I should have done better in the opening. Because, yeah, it's a sharp line. Black takes on e5. h5 is fine. Yeah, maybe I should start with knight f3. Ah, so here knight f3. So I just completely played the line wrong. It takes is not the way to go. Because allowing knight f5 just gives black so much initiative. So white's supposed to play knight f3. Let's say bishop d6. And then attack the knight. Or queen d4. okay. Yeah, my memory of these lines were kind of fuzzy. Or was kind of fuzzy. So I did remember h5 as a move. And against this, there's bishop g5, queen b6, bishop f6, which is strong. So, yeah, I was just worse out of the opening in this game. But gradually fought back. Like, black gave back the pawn. Black was better. e5 probably wasn't necessary. Like, rook g8 and everything's defended. Yeah, what are the odds of me winning Title Tuesday? I'd have to have, like, several upsets, like, back to back to back. Maybe someday. But if I ever win Title Tuesday, then Kramnik is gonna call me out on Twitter. But then I probably won't care. I'll probably just take it as a compliment. Has an IM won Title Tuesday before? Probably. Did Min Lei win it when he was an IM? I feel like an FM won it, like, not too long ago. I might be wrong, though. I'm sure there's some people that know better than me, like the history of Title Tuesday. Okay, moving on. Here we go. Round 3. Playing Diego Garcia from America. This time we have a queen's pawn. Barman variation. I haven't played this line in a while, but this is still prep. It's actually kind of deep prep. It should be fun to go into. Yeah, this is a line. Takes. There's a key idea coming up. If e4, there's knight f4. And it's actually a temporary piece sack. And e4 looks natural here because the queen and bishop look very forkable with the pawn or the knight. Well, it doesn't go for e4, so now I think bishop g4. I mean, there's definitely some initiative on the king side. There's also bishop a3, but I think I'd rather start with this. Like knight d2, I'm trying to calculate takes on h2, takes on f2. Might not work. Okay, there's this move now. If I move here, there's bishop d3. There's takes on knight h4, bishop e2. And there's h5. Actually a tricky line. h5. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. My calculation is h3, bishop f5, bishop d3, and then I take. So I'm trying to basically provoke h3, which looks more attractive with the pawn here. If white doesn't go for h3, I'd probably keep pushing my h-pawn. Okay, so bishop takes h3, bishop g6, takes g6, takes. That should be good for black. I'm pretty sure white fell for my trap. Sometimes these things can backfire, but... And this pawn is overworked, or was overworked. Now white's paying the consequences. There's almost a crazy line. Like, let's say knight e2. Takes. Oh no, my queen, and then checkmate. It's actually kind of insane. But I would need the knight to go to e2 to take away the getaway square from the king. Okay, so we go into this. Yeah, so I lose g6. I mean, maybe I could take here first. And then there's bishop f5. Bishop f5, queen h2. Might not work. If takes. Take on h3. I'll be up a pawn, queen g2. Can also avoid the queen trade. Yeah, this should be fine. Oh, the bishop's hanging. Wow. But maybe I sack the bishop. Wait, takes rook e6 threatening this? Oh, there's queen g3. I don't think I can sack the bishop. Bishop h2. And there's rook f8 is interesting. And bishop a3. Not really the move I want to play. Rook f1 and I take. c6 hangs, d5 is weak. I wonder maybe I can play rook d8. Let's go for this. Not super sure about this. Check. I should have checked a couple more times. I think this works. Rook c2 is coming. There's queen a4. Queen a4, rook e6. What's happening? White kind of slipped away. I'm winning the knight. There we go. Don't mess with my gun. Okay. Crazy game. Managed to keep composure at the end there. The white king almost slipped away though. Like, even the moment here. Rook b7 I take. I was scared of some attacks in the 7th rank. I feel like white maybe had some chance earlier to play rook b7. Like here, rook b7. I guess I could block on e7 or play bishop f8. Yeah, that got super sharp. Question in the opening, could white win h7? Let's see. I think h7 was always defended. So queen c2 creates the battery, but when I play knight f8, it over defends h7. So even if takes, it's still defended. And then in this case, it's blocked. Yeah, this is all opening prep. And yeah, there's a really cool line here. Imagine takes, okay, this is what happened. And here if white plays e4, which looks like the most natural move, it walks into knight f4, allowing the fork, but black is okay because there's queen e6. Black loses a bishop and then queen g4. And then white's on the defensive. And I'm pretty sure g3 gets mated by force. Because queen takes f3, takes, and then this. So the only way for white to survive is knight e1, defending. But then there's rook takes e1. And then it turns into a big trade because white has f3, defending, attacking the queen. I would take, let's say white takes, and then queen e6, going after the pawn. So this would have been 23 moves of opening prep. I think black is slightly better here. Or maybe like clearly better. Yeah, winning the pawn. Yeah, I remember when I was first learning this line, I was using like a weaker engine, and the weaker engines used to say that white was doing very well in this line. But then when you play through all the moves and you give it time to realize there's knight f4 after e4, then the engines will understand that black is actually for choice. Oh, did ChatGPT answer the question if an I am ever won title Tuesday? Not sure how trustworthy ChatGPT is. Okay, back to emo only. Let's focus. Let's play d4. Go for another London. So I'm 2 out of 3. We're trying to recover after the first round loss. Have some sort of Jobava London. Yeah, c5 I think was a little bit too early because of this formation. It's still playable for black though. Bishop e2. There's also bishop d3 here. I think bishop e2 is solid though. Sometimes we see this plan, knight e4 to d6. I was thinking maybe like f3, g4. I mean, f3 could consider taking. And g4 immediately is also kind of interesting. Take, take. Okay, I'm going to go for this, making things spicy. So if takes on e5, I take on f5 first. Here I have f3. Also d7 is hanging. Take on d7 with knight, bishop h1, knight f8. Super murky. So f3 first. Oh, this looks simpler, f3 first. Takes I take with pawn, bishop f5, take, take, rook g1. I could also take with bishop, maybe? Take with pawn. e6 is coming. I'm threatening this, so the king has to move. It feels really close. Queen c2. e6, knight d6. I think queen c2 makes sense. So queen g2, rook g8. I'm starting with knight d6, because if here, then I play queen g2, and then queen g6 is also a threat. Rook g8 doesn't work anymore. Yeah, rook g8, it's mate in 3, queen g6, king h8, queen h5. So queen e7, queen g6. I think once the king goes to g8, I play bishop h6, and it should be winning. Knight prevents rook f7. Okay, black just resigns. That was a nice game. I'm happy with that game. So 3 out of 4. Pretty good start overall. I guess the first game was a small gambit. I avoided all the super GMs. I got all lower opponents so far. So, yeah, round 5 I might play up. Plus 13. Yeah, the engine likes white's position. I mean, white's nearly mating by force. But just to show, like, the calculation was queen e7, queen g6. If king here, bishop h6, mate in 27. And then if king h8, I just play this and then still bishop h6. So this is all made possible basically from g4, this key move. Which I think if I was not as sharp or alert, as the type of move I would just kind of forget about. But it was so timely in this position because I didn't commit to castling, the bishop was a target, rook still on h1. Is this a berry attack? I used to call it the berry attack, and then I started calling it Jobava London because you basically have this setup. So I don't know exactly what the difference in naming is. Chess.com just calls it the Indian game. And just referring to bishop f4. Okay, looks like there's maybe a game still going this round. Maybe not. Oh, but maybe. Wow. Sinjarov with 3 center pawns. Smack in the center. So white's up a pawn, but it doesn't feel like it. Black's completely controlling the center. Bishop pair, d3 maybe coming. It's still a 3-result game. g2 is now hanging. Some windmill. Is it mate? It might just be a draw. Ooh, that was a mouse slip, but white pre-move king g2. Okay, black's playing for a win now. It's still not easy. Off the color bishops. White has a blockade on e4. e5 is not hanging because bishop b8. It looks like black's going to win this. Pawn is making progress. GG. Welcome to Archangel 75 from Argentina. So yeah, the final games of this round are wrapping up. Paravian losing. Okay, this is the final game of the round. Also, thank you, Hector Lopez. Happy 8 months. Man, I love Greek names. Yeah, Greek names are almost as good as Greek food. I don't want to hurt myself trying to pronounce this name. But I respect people who can pronounce these long names. Okay, I think we're officially on break. Let's see the standings here. Oh, hey, it's Jason. It says greetings from Greece. Yeah, let me know where people are watching from. Got Greece, Argentina, Czech Republic, my kitchen, Slovakia, NYC, Milwaukee, Germany, Minnesota, St. Louis County, Finland, Oregon, Italia, Netherlands, France, Quebec, Italy, Brazil, Slovenia, Colombia, Washington, Sweden, Norway, hashtag Dutch gang, the moon, Belgium, and Belgium, and Poland and England, Oregon, Lithuania, Australia, Sweden, Prague, Czech Republic, Algeria, Denmark, South Africa, Perkele. What's Perkele? I'm probably mispronouncing that. Scotland, Idaho, Wales, H-Town, Texas. What does the H stand for? Wait, did I say Austria instead of Australia? There's got to be people watching from both places, maybe. What time is it in Australia, though? Like already tomorrow? Houston. Or Houston. How to pronounce it. South Pole. Got Pittsburgh. Oh yeah, I was going to check the standings. Okay, good number of players with perfect scores. I'm not seeing Fabiano. Penguin GM is up there, Grishuk. Am I tied with Fabiano? I might just be overlooking him. A lot of players with 3 out of 4. Oh, does Fabiano have 2.5? Maybe I didn't scroll down far enough. He has 2.5. Ooh. So I'm ahead of Fabi. So I probably won't play him next round. Ouch. Barely top 100. 98th. I'm tied for 38th. Question from Night King. Do you play poker? Not often, but sometimes. Not as much as chess these days. I did play and stream a poker tournament last year. Oh, I'm playing Bluebaum. Okay, let's focus. Emote only. Here we go. Bluebaum's a strong player. I think I've played this line against Bluebaum before. I'll play it again. I forget what he plays. He's going to play 95. I can play this first. 95 c5. It's not as good with the queen not committed to c2. It still might be playable, though. I think Bluebaum knows the opening nuances probably better than me. So if I take... f5 could be a threat. Take, knight c6, f5? I guess bishop e7 might be a safe move. Even takes in bishop e7. So I'm breaking the pin, defending d5. Want to develop and pressure the center. And there's knight e4, but I think I'll start with this. Yeah, knight e4 might be coming later. Can I take and play knight g4? So knight g4. That might be fine, actually. Looks risky, but the issue for white is after it takes knight g4, the bishop can't really move because knight e3, I think. If I can trade knight for bishop, then I'll have the bishop pair. And there might be f5. f5 takes, bishop c5 takes. Take back. Okay, that makes sense. Do I have queen? Queen c7, even queen a5. This doesn't look good, actually. I might have queen c8. Yeah. Yeah, like h3, f5. There's a lot to worry about here. I'm banking on the fact that this will save me. I don't see an immediate win for white, but... Oh, that's an immediate win. Oops. Okay. Should I just resign? Yeah, this is really bad. Never resign when you have a queen. But this is like really, really bad. 97 is coming. I'll trade queens and hope the knight gets stuck. Not gonna happen. Takes. I just dropped a bishop. Where's the resign button? Oh, it's not taking it though. It forks me instead. Okay, I resign. Oh, probably an important lesson to take away there. I think I probably just played too quickly and carelessly. Yeah, knight f3. Because, like, usually I have this position with queen c2 and rook e8 included. But knight f3 immediately is a smart wrinkle. Rook e8. Bishop e6 is also playable. Oh, the line we went into is okay according to the engine, especially after f4. Bishop e7 is wrong. Yeah, I didn't play knight c6 here because f5 looks scary. The engine has no fear. Knight takes. Ah, bishop e5 and then d5's hanging. And black's hitting d4 and it still can get messy. Like queen b6 allowing this, but it's okay for black. Knight takes d4. Yeah, it probably just requires more opening preparation. What about rook e8 castle? I guess there's this way of playing bishop g4, h3. This is actually really interesting. Put the bishop here. Allow g4, but this bishop is going to have similar issues. Okay. Yeah, really just trying to take away an opening lesson from this game. Thank you to Gerg Hambager.
Thanks for the great content. Keep it up.
Thank you. Happy 8 months. So I'm currently 3 out of 5. Fabiano may have just passed me if he won his last game. Let's see. We'll just watch a game. Shima stream. Both players with perfect scores. I think this is a theoretical draw. But yeah, it might be difficult to hold, given the time situation. And now it's probably just losing. Okay, games are wrapping up. Yeah, this list is not updating with current games. Or is it? Here's a current game. So watching Danya. Danya's playing for a win. E5 breaking through. Shout out to Danya, by the way. If takes, there's F6. Yeah, pretty clean conversion. Okay. Oh, next game will be starting in just a moment. Right now. Oh, playing Grandmaster. But slightly lower rated. I'll play E4. Play knight C3. Okay, playing a Grand Prix attack. Yeah, let's play the sign E6, D4. A6. I know F5 is an idea somewhere. I think Queen E1 first. Eventually I do want to play F5. Sometimes I have to watch out for black playing E5. Okay, F5, E5. There's Queen H4. There's Rook D1 as well. Let's start with Rook D1. F5. So I'm calculating E5, Bishop G5. F6 I take, otherwise F6 might be possible for me. And there is takes, takes, even takes, takes. It looks spicy though. I haven't heard of this Grandmaster before. From Canada. Okay, so I have Bishop G5 here. F6, 96. There's King H1. Go for this. So F6, Bishop H6. I could also just put the bishop back on C1. Oh, there's also taking too. F6 takes, takes. And then Bishop H6 could be interesting. Rook E8 takes, takes. Okay, so I have f6 as a move. It's kind of committal. I'll go for it. There's some idea to play knight f5 at the right moment. Maybe queen g3 first. Oh, the queen has to stay defending. It's not actually easy to make progress. I think I have to take... Wait, I have takes and queen h6. So I'm hitting the rook and I'm threatening knight g5. We might see rook takes f3. But then takes knight g5 still. If I take the rook, takes... I think I just take here. Yeah, how does black survive? Oh, the rook's defended now. Ooh. Okay, I do have... If I take, there's rook f3. Ay, ay, ay. But then I take on f6. I'm not sure. Queen f4. I may have let the advantage slip. Wow. 56. Queen's tied down. So clutch. What a crazy finish. Sacrifice a knight in the endgame like this. Wow. Oh. Yeah, when I played knight f5, like I saw the mating idea with queen g4. It's a move that you kind of have to see in advance. Yeah, somehow just kept the game going. Could have probably easily just repeated and drawn. I was fighting for a win. I was up a pawn at some point, lost it. I probably was very close to flagging on multiple occasions. There's a moment, I mean, yeah, around here, it felt good for white. Especially when I had queen h6, but... here knight f5. I just saw queen h6, I saw the double threat, and I forgot about this idea. So what's the point of takes? Okay, this is kind of hard to see. I just lost back the pawn, I didn't have anything. Okay, so I'm 4 out of something? 4 out of 6? 4 out of 6, okay, decent score. There's some loud landscaping outside the window, so sorry if it's a little bit loud or there's background noise. Okay, let's go back to London. Here we go. Okay. Knight d7. Slightly weird move order from black. I guess it's playable though. I'll go for this in knight e5. And offer the trade. I guess I should be calculating, like takes knight here, never mind. Okay, there's rook b1. Rook b1 is probably the safest. Maybe some c4 move coming. I'm happy with the opening. It still takes work. Bishop h6, wow. Looking at knight c4, probably doesn't work. Bishop h2. And there's also takes. There's queen f3 as well. Let's keep the bishops on the board. These dark squares could be useful at some point. And this move. Always have to watch out for sacks on g6. There's a lot of potential resources here. Okay, there's g4. Takes twice, knight f6. Maybe now bishop f4. g4. I don't think g4 works. There's queen g3. I might slow play with f3. Take with bishop. It still looks good. Bishop c7 ideas. Even this and this. Might be worth playing a3. Maybe not necessary, but we'll play it. Queen a5, c3. I'm thinking, like, long term, I still want to get in g4. There's all these tempo moves to include. There. Queen f4. There's bishop d6. Okay, I'm just gonna go for this. That's a free knight. Unless I'm missing something, but I think Black just kind of forgot the knight was hanging. Yeah, sometimes when you apply constant pressure, it can just provoke the opponent to make much more careless blunders. Take on g7. Okay, I should watch my time. On the verge of winning. Like, F pawn moves, I played this. That move I missed. Should still be fine, though. I'm threatening this, too. Okay. Okay. A nice game overall. Yeah, Black kind of just gifted me material there. I did get low on time, but I'm happy with it. So 5 out of 7. Pretty good score. Yeah, better than average for this point in the tournament. I don't think I've had any upset wins. Right? Like I lost to Bluebaum. It was the only high-rated player I've played. Oh, was this game karma for giving Bluebaum a piece? Okay, so we have one more game until the break after round 8. Almost certainly play someone high-rated next game. How's Fabi doing? I catch up to Fabi. It looks like he's half point ahead of me. 5.5. If I can find his name. Yeah, 5.5. So I'm tied for 33. Let's watch this game. Yeah, Fabiano not only caught up to me, but he passed me by half point. But there's still time. There's still time. Garachkina. Both players about to promote. Okay, should be a draw. Ooh. Queen versus knight. Don't get forked. White's showing pretty good technique. Oh, knight g4, king. Okay. I was going to say king g6, knight e5. Okay. This is the final game of the round. Oh, this is a player who I played last week. It's a player who fell into my Stafford Gambit trap. Made its way to YouTube. And just recognized the profile picture. So they're trying to win rook and knight versus rook. Usually these games end with a 50 move rule. Looks like they've had this for a while. Move 52? No. When was the G-pawn lost? Move 77. Okay. So white has to survive about 11 more moves. Black was briefly threatening mate in 1. One more move. Okay. So I'm playing up, but I'm playing an FM. High rated FM. Okay. Here we go. I have to remember my lines here. G5. G5? White knows the theory. Pretty sure castling is a move. F6, I think, is F6 playable? Haven't looked at this in a while. Let's play F6. I may have gone wrong. F5. Yeah, the problem is this G6 square. And maybe I can play Queen E7. Actually, this takes playable. Takes Queen G6, King F8, Queen E8. I'm gonna go for this. Very sharp line. White's used nearly like no time. I've used over a minute. White's finally slowing down. This might be playable. Takes King F1. I mean, I maybe have the plan of like Knight B6, Bishop E6, C6, Castle. And there's also this idea. F5. F5, Bishop D3, Knight F6 takes. It's interesting. I'm going for it. I want to go for this. This bishop is probably not going to be happy. I don't think bishop f5 is good, but I'd still have to calculate. Bishop f5 maybe castling. Threatening knight e4, king g1. Oh, king's tied down to the pawn. Yeah, castling should be good enough. So if I get in this move, likely have a trade. I have more space. Well, he probably eventually plays this. Let's start with this. So here maybe I take first. Like queen d6 is interesting. Targeting g3. Okay, if I take, bishop takes, king g7. Oh, the rook's tied down. King g7. I allow takes on queen g5. Knight e4. Yeah, king g7 was probably a mistake. I probably should have taken. Oh no, but white was threatening to take in queen g6. Take. Some knight e4 idea. Just be safe. I'm losing a7, knight e4. We trade everything. Queen f3 in the end. I'm not sure about this. Draw. Okay. I'm okay with the draw there. Maybe I was better at some points. Got low in time. I think the opponent knew the opening better than me. I haven't looked at this line in a while. Okay. I'm doing well overall. I'm back over 2,700. Made up for the lost rating. Question, can you play king e7 instead of king g8? Ah, here. Maybe. I didn't really want to take the risk, but yeah, actually maybe. If I can start pushing the pawn. But white probably still has a draw, like check. If I run here, there's check. But maybe I can find a shelter somehow. And engine's just going to say zeros, I think. wondering about earlier. Like around here, it looked like everything was stabilizing, but white still pressured the file. Okay, yeah, maybe I should have moved the knight sooner. I didn't want to lose d5. Ah, but the rook is pinned. I didn't need to play c6. Yeah, this would have been a really nice move. The rook is pinned and knight g5 is coming with really nasty outpost squares. Was g3 hanging? It was. I think I just trusted my opponent. Yeah, I could have just taken on g3. I guess there's rook g2. I take on e3. Yeah, this would have been good for black too. What to do? It's the nature of time pressure. I had time. I just played this move kind of reflexively. Oh yeah, the number right here is my heart rate. I'm wearing a Apple Watch. It's synced up to the stream. I've calmed down since this game finished. Let me check the opening. I'm pretty sure f6 was a mistake. I should have listened to Ben Feingold. Okay, f6 is playable. It's just maybe a slightly dubious line for black. Yeah, castling is also possible here. Ah, knight takes e5 is, I think, the line I've looked at before, and then c6. And then later f6. So we are on break. A lot of chess. But overall, I'm happy with the play so far. I feel like the quality of games have been pretty good, at least for Blitz chess. I'm really just trying to make sure I'm in good form tomorrow for this team battle competition. There's 11 games total. So that was round 8. There are 3 more rounds after the break. And there's one player with a perfect score, Denis Lazovic. Who inspired you to play the Queen's Gambit Declined? I'm not sure. I played the Queen's Gambit Declined for most of my childhood. I can't remember if there was a singular person. Maybe it was just like seeing that it's a solid opening. What do you play against Queen's Gambit accepted as white? I don't play the Queen's Gambit, so I don't have to worry about that line. Not something I've like really seriously studied in much depth compared to other openings. I have played the Queen's Gambit on rare occasions. I'd probably go for something like e3 and then try and win back the pawn. Maybe start with knight f3 or knight c3. I can't really give any specific lines. Oh, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay. Just in time. Oh, hey, I'm playing Gotham chess. And he probably doesn't know I'm his opponent because he likes to use Zen mode. All right, let's focus here. b6. Is b6 or knight? I think b6. I'm sure we've played this against each other before. Wow, he has a high rating. He's almost 2,900? Wow. Okay. Stay focused. I think I can take and play c5. And there's also 94 here. I'm trying to get this sort of Kali setup. He's also trying to do the same. So if I take, I mean, can I take and play knight c5? F6 is kind of weird but interesting. Queen g5 doesn't work. c5. Super tense position. Not 100% sure about this. I'm going for this. Enable knight c5. f5. So there's h6. Might lose a pawn though. I don't like my position. I'm going to lose a pawn. But if he wants to win the pawn, then I get the bishop pair. I'd like queen e1 to c6. Imagining takes, knight g3, queen e8. Takes, queen c6. Maybe it's playable. If I get the chance, I want to play this move. Okay, well now the queen can come here and support the pawn. I guess there's maybe rook d4, but then bishop c5. Play this. Yeah, this first, but then knight d4. Thinking we trade rook d1 and then like queen a8. Kind of ugly. Maybe necessary. Maybe queen c8. Knight g3, rook d1, rook d8. Really gotta watch my time. Some queen d3 idea. He probably won't let me play it though. Okay, he does let me play it. It's probably not good though. Queen a8. So this is what I was looking at earlier. Rook d1, rook d8. He can't actually win the e-pawn. Okay, I have c5, maybe bishop c5. So takes king f1. Have queen d3. A passive move. Knight h1 might be played. This should be a draw. Lost a pawn though. Yeah, he's gonna torture me. But how much can he actually torture me? Draw. Okay. Good game, Levy. Good game. I want to see his reaction to like seeing that it's me. I farmed him for how many rating points? For 3 rating points. He's got to be close to his peak, right? Let's see.
It's Rosen.
It's Levy. Hi, Levy. I was under pressure. Wait, is the sound working? I don't know if the sound's working.
I mean, I saw Rugzi one, but then he plays knight c5.
Yeah,
and
I saw
go
this too,
here,
actually.
here, and this is how I... Okay.
Yeah, bishop h7 is hard to assess. Okay. So we both have 6 points.
What happened? Did I insult him?
Did he insult me?
I mean, I only insult my opponents to motivate myself to do better.
Okay.
How
So it
important is
wasn't
tempo?
personal.
I mean, guys, this is... Like, I'm just out here just like trying to grind these tournaments, you know, like playing like these tough battles that are like 70, 80 moves long, you know, tired.
Oh, wait,
back.
next
And I
time,
just go,
sorry?
how important is tempo? You guys are like the
Yeah, how do I close Levy's stream?
Just walk up to them and are like, what
Levy,
what is the
Levy,
meaning of
Levy. Okay, there we go. Okay. Back to emo only. Oh, I never turned off emo only. Perfect. Okay. Let's focus. Playing another 2800 something. Let's play this one, b4. Or is it... Yeah, I think it's b4 immediately. I vaguely remember Chess Mood recommending this move. I think in this specific position, I'm not sure though. Takes in rook b1. I like the fact that black is slowing down. And takes is most natural. I don't know what black is considering. Maybe takes first. Bishop g4. Wow. Sack a queen. Probably no good. Okay, so if I take on d6, queen takes, rook b1, there's some initiative. I mean, yeah, there's lines where I accept double pawns. Anything better? I have to go for this. I am up a pawn. I have the bishop pair, and this structure is pretty ugly, but maybe I can deal with it. Rook b1, b5. A4. Super weird position here. Going for knight d5. It frees the c-pawn. Yeah, e6, c3. Just having a hard time calculating. And there's bishop a3, knight c7 too. Knight c7, take. I think I should start with this. And knight f3. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. So queen a3, knight c7, king d7 takes. I'm threatening knight b6. Yeah, knight probably doesn't survive. I don't know what's happening. We don't go into that. Bishop e7. Let's take first. Huh. Bishop e2. At c3, there's knight c6. I really don't like this position. Although I have bishop e2, okay. I scared of queen f6, but bishop e2, c3, d4 is a plan. Maybe it's not bad. I've burned a ton of time. Knight g2. Ugh. It looks necessary. Queen g5, king f1. I want to play d4. I really don't like this. Yeah, God outplayed this game. What to do? There's just one reason for not resigning here. It feels bad playing this on, but gotta try, gotta try. Okay, my knight's hanging. I wanted to get the knight to c7, set up the stalemate trick. Not working though. So 6 out of 10. One more game. Yeah, it was an interesting position. I probably just burned too much time. I thought I was consolidating, but yeah, this move was super annoying. There's all these weaknesses with the structure. Maybe I can play d4 sooner. Just allow knight f4. Keep the king in the center. Queen d2. Thank you to Rexy Green. Happy 15 months. Okay. So staying above 2,700, barely. Last game will make or break me. Let me just check the... Yeah, engine already likes black here. I should check the theory. B4, it's playable. Okay, knight d5 a move sooner was even better. Yeah, queen a3 was playable. So some things missed by both of us. Oh, I just realized emote only is still on. Sorry about that. Okay. Emote only was on for a long time because I didn't turn it off after the Levy game. Sometimes I forget. Levy talked about making this a YouTube video called Levy Cooks a Low-Rated Noob. Ah. Well, I was only like medium cooked. We cooked each other to medium, right? Medium rare. It did seem like I was just getting outplayed, but I held on to the pawn. I held on for dear life. Yeah, he really tried to torture me in this time scramble. Yeah, I had no idea Levy is so high rated now. That's crazy. Maybe just taking online blitz more seriously. So if I drew Levy and Levy beat Nepo and Fabi, does that make me better than Nepo and Fabi? Oh hey, I'm playing Irene. No, I'm playing like all my my IM friends. Good luck to Irene. Okay, let's put emote only mode again. And we have a Reti. I'll play reverse Torre. Yeah, this is interesting. I think h5 is actually a move here. I don't know the theory though. Bishop f5. We might see g3. Okay, pawn d4. And this is provoking me a little bit. Takes. Knight e4. I should probably just be solid, like this move. So it's some weird reverse London with the knight committee here. We might see some attempted stonewall. Have to watch out for this idea. But I feel at home. I mean, just playing a London of... I guess it is a little bit different. c6, takes. Queen f3 might be coming. Okay, so I saw this, and I thought g6 at least holds on to the pawn. This is sometimes a structure that you go for in the London, like accepting the double f pawns, having the grip on e4. Play queen e7 here. I haven't committed to castling, so I might at some point castle queenside and then attack. I take with king. Take with queen or knight. c4 is coming. I'll take with queen. There's this crazy idea threatening knight h2. Queen e6. Don't really know what to do here. I'm gonna play this. Actually, no. Okay, I'll be safe. I really wanted to attack, but I think the king should just go to g7. If takes, I probably take back with pawn. And the pawn will be nice in restricting the minor pieces. Maybe eventually knight e4. This could be another long endgame grind. If we trade knights and I get a pawn to e4, then black has a better bishop. White might look to do this stuff. Yes, then I have queen e7. Now we have a French structure. F4. There's also h4. F5. I think actually F5 makes sense. So I want to get F4 in as quickly as possible. The queen side is under control. F4 is probably a good move. If I take... and then queen e6. Oh, there's also a rook here. The pawn can't be taken because bishop h2. Now rook e4 is coming. And e3 is going to be a pain point for white. And eventually f4. I probably want to triple up. There's also... Okay, let's start with this. I want to play this and this. G4 may be coming, maybe not. No. What happened to my position? Oh, I lost on time. Ah. Wow, that crumbled quickly. Good game, Irene. White resisted well. At some point, I lost the thread. We both got below 10 seconds. Yeah, a6. I should have been focusing on the king side. I wanted to create this battery, like get the queen to c7, but the queen side down to f5, which I almost like blundered a few times. What to do? 6 out of 11 to finish the tournament. Still good overall. I mean, I'm happy with the overall quality of play. This last game kind of hurts. Wow, so taking the pawn was just a really bad move. Yeah, because the g-file proved to be more valuable for white. Was there a free pawn on move 26? For who? Oh, maybe around here. Even if I can take, it gives white the file, so it's playable, but yeah, probably not necessary to take. Yeah, honestly, I'm happy with this game overall until like the last last like 5 to 10 moves. What to do? Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Try and rest, recover, be fresh for tomorrow.